Hello and welcome to the W.B.Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined again by the Hofstra Pride wrestling coach Dennis Papadatos. And coach, heading into the holiday season, and the Pride coming off a big 26-9 victory over the Patriots of W.B.Mason at the Grapple at the Garden and the theater at Madison Square Garden on Sunday evening. Your assessment of the evening?
Kind of like I told you after. Overall, I gave the team a B. I thought we wrestled better. We went through tough situations. Like I said, the coach over there is actually a really good friend of mine. Our wives sat next to each other to watch the dual meet. So forget the results of the score. Jason Bryant, Bryant, announced that me and Frank were also having a dress off, and I won the dress off. So my suit was nicer than what Frank wore. That was the most important part of the day, is I won the dress off. No one seems to care about that except my wife and his wife and Frank, but that's 1-0, Frank, for me.
Well, the question is, who made Jason Bryant the Ralph Lauren of the wrestling world?
I thought Ralph Lauren did, actually.
Oh, okay.
Possibly. So, but overall, it was a good day. We had some. We're still struggling finishing out matches, but I like that we struggled to finish our matches and we still pulled out some of the tough ones. So that's good. 49 we didn't, but at 41 we did. At 97 we did. That was a positive. So I'm glad that some of those guys got to win and still learn the lesson. Like, wow, you have to close out the match. Like even Damiano, who should have had a major, gave up a takedown at the end. He kind of same situation happened to Campbell that cost him the match. Now we have look, you still won. You didn't cost the team any, a dual meet point didn't really matter when you win by 20 or whatever. But, he needs to adjust that. So I'm glad, hopefully he can learn that lesson and still take the victory, and the team take the victory of knowing how to close out matches at the same level, the same intensity. But besides that, the guys came out, they believed, they executed. It's always good to get a win at Madison Square Garden, especially right before a big break.
And Sage Heller with a big pin at 165. Michael Hughes continues his winning ways, now 15-0 with a major tech fall. I'm sorry.
Yes.
At 285. You had to be proud of those two guys as usual.
For sure, Mike is so good, isn't he? I mean, the last time he wrestled that kid, that kid's good first off, and Mike pinned him in a minute something. And this time he was just trying to get the pin, and I'm sure their homework was don't get pinned by Mike. They did a good job of that. So Mike probably, not to sound mean, could have probably teched him at any time he wanted to, but was holding off the point so he can try to get the pin. So it took him 7 minutes to get the tech, but if he really wanted to, it probably would have ended in the second period if Mike was just trying to score points. But he was trying to get the pin for the team to make sure if we needed that pin point. It didn't happen. He gave it a good effort. Coach Patrovich yelled at him nicely on the bus, said, "You pin people." But he was joking, of course. So it was good, and we're proud of Sage. Came in and couldn't wrestle, couldn't practice for a few days. Had a hard time making weight because he wasn't allowed on the mat. It's hard to make weight when all you can do is run and ride the bike. So he made weight, came in and got a big pin for the team. So yeah, I'm happy with those guys.
You got two young guys that are really showing a lot of fight in Charlie Kane at 141 and Anthony Oliveri at 174, both posting victories on Sunday.
For sure, and I'm hoping we can turn this around in one direction. But I've learned doing this for as long as I've been doing it as an assistant, as even an athlete. I remember Tom Ryan used to tell me every year you get a surprise, a good surprise and a bad surprise. Anthony Oliveri is the really good surprise. Not that we didn't, but we didn't see it. We saw it sometimes in the room, and now it's coming at the competition. He's been a really good surprise. He goes out there, and that was great. And I know the reason for the bad surprise, but Ricky Stam is struggling a little bit. Not to call him out, and he's been banged up. He hasn't been able to practice, so that's we need to do. It's our job to get him going again because he's a trooper and he's a grinder and he's a local kid and he's everything we stand for here. So. So I'm glad we got Anthony's good surprise. We're gonna fix Ricky's, some of his woes in the beginning of the season. We'll turn him into two productive wrestlers going into the IWAs.
All right, you have a couple of weeks off, exams this week, and then getting back to the grind after the Christmas holiday, and then just before New Year's, you head down to Chattanooga, Tennessee for the Southern Scuffle.
That's right.
One of the top 3 in-season tournaments in the country.
For sure.
And this year, it is really loaded.
Yes.
24 teams, the top 4 teams in the nation, Ohio State, Penn State, Oklahoma State, and Michigan, and Lehigh, which is number 6.
Yes, yeah.
So you got 5 of the top 6 in there. 9 top 25 teams in the field, and including the top 4, as I mentioned. It's a tough field.
And Hofstra.
And Hofstra.
We're excited about it. I mean, that's why we did it. That's why we did it. And, you know, looking into it, unless anything changes, I think Mike's going to be like the number 3 seed. So that's nice. Mike's 15-0, dominating people, and he's not even the number 1 seed. That's how good the tournament is. We expected he's going to win it, but he's not. And he has, like, there'll be, I think there's 5 or 6 top 10 guys in the country in his weight there. You know, so like the number 4, 5, 6, and 7 seed are good at his weight. So it's good for Mike. It's gonna be good for everyone else to knock some people off. We're excited about it. You know, this is what you need to do to be. These are the guys that are gonna be at the national tournament, and these are the guys that are gonna be fighting to get the national tournament. So you got to beat them. And here's our opportunity.
And do you do anything special to prepare for this? Because right after the Southern Scuffle, you have the LIU Post Duels. We have 3 matches in that day.
Yes, we're focusing on this, and obviously the duels are important. But right now, you know, we got finals coming up. So today and tomorrow study days. We're just training really, really hard, doing a lot of individual work during finals, and then we're taking 5 days off. So we're gonna train hard for a week, take 5 days off, you know, over the holidays. Come back on the 26th at night, train hard for like 2 days when we get back, and then get ready for the scuffle. So it's going to be same like we did last time when I said we get a good time to train really hard, time to work on things, take a nice long break, come back, train hard, and prep for the scuffle. So and then when we get back for that whole thing is going to be prep for the scuffle and those duels, because once we get back from the scuffle, it's going to be quick rest up, get our body amped back up, and go to the duels. So you know, that's the plan. Our training period is right now the next 2 weeks.
Well, best of luck in the Southern Scuffle, and best of luck to the Hofstra Pride in the exams.
And happy holidays.
And happy holidays. This will be the last show before
I figured that.
Before we break for the holidays, and then we'll get back to preview the LIU Post Duels on January 7th.
That'd be great. So happy holidays to everyone. Happy holidays to you.
Happy Hanukkah. Is that start of Hanukkah today?
I believe tonight, right? Tonight?
Correct. Merry Christmas.
Kwanzaa, I think,
Happy
in there
Kwanzaa.
somewhere. I don't really know all of them.
Happy New Year, and best and safe holiday season. And thanks for joining me.
I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the review of a garbage plate from a certain someone when we get back.
Yeah, it's that garbage plate is very popular in Western New York.
Yeah, Rochester.
Some people say upstate New York,
Yes.
but they say Western New York.
Right.
And thank you for watching the W.B.Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.